We're here at New York Comic-Con, where we're about to meet the casting director of the upcoming horror film The Conjuring, which tells the true story of the first paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Welcome to the wonderful world of horror movies.
Yeah, thank you.
How do you like it?
It's fun.
Yeah?
Had a great time. Yeah, it's good.
How is it doing it different from your other movies? You usually do comedies.
Yeah, it's kind of great. It's a little intense because you're trying to. You have to be scared a lot, you know, or you have to be running. There's a lot of running upstairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
like in boot camp, right?
You know, like, there's a scream. Why does the scream always have to be far away in the other part of the house?
That's fantastic.
I'm running all the way up the stairs.
Like this damn New England.
And you gotta do 15 takes, and the first take you think, this is heroic. I'm gonna charge the stairs 2 at a time. You know,
great.
and then by the 14th take, you're sort of like, all right, I'm gonna charge the stairs 1 at a time.
With Saw, Insidious, you are a major force, a driving force in the horror genre. How do you stay ahead of the curve?
Well, you know, it's not as hard as one would think. I just try to use myself as the gauge. You know, I'm not trying to kind of go, I wonder what the kids are wanting next. I just make movies for myself, and I want to make, when I make these sort of scary films, I just want to do something that I find scary.
When I said, James wants to talk to you about another horror movie, and it's like, well, first my question was, are we doing the Insidious sequel? Because I don't just want to keep doing it. But then when I found out it was based on a real guy, and then I sort of looked at him and he was totally different than me, and I thought, wow, okay, so if I can, within this realm of this world, if I can really create a character and and his the amount of knowledge that he knew, the relationship, and I knew if we could get somebody fantastic for Lorraine, and which is Vera Farmiga, which there doesn't get much better. So I knew Vera socially; she and my wife were friends, so they did a movie together. So I sort of knew when I said, we sort of called each other. You think about doing it? I'm thinking about doing it. You think about doing it?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's do it.
You
Let's go.
both inched closer and closer.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
great.
We did.
Well, the Warrens are a very interesting story because they're not only so famous, but they're very controversial.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you explore that at all in the film?
I touch on it a little bit, but with this movie, I really wanted to tell it. It's definitely much more subjective than it is objective. So I'm telling this movie from their point of view.
Every paranormal investigator movie, TV show, documentary, reality show that you've seen, it really all comes back to who were the first people that started this, and that's really credited to Ed and Lorraine Warren.
I can imagine a lot of people would have liked to make a film about the Warrens. How did you get her to agree to it?
Okay, well, I know the studios have been trying to get the life rights to the Warrens for a very long time. I think even since from the late 80s to 90s and 2000 even. And so there was a lot of people thought that they had the rights. A lot of studios were battling it out, but finally New Line got it. New Line and Warner got it, and so it was just on random that one day I was at New Line. I was just having a general meeting, and I was speaking to the executive, and he goes, "Hey, by the way, we have this movie that we're doing right now about Ed and Lorraine Warren. Have you heard of them?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have." It's kind of hard not to be fascinated by this world and not know who they are, right? And so I was like, let me look at the script, and it was basically from there.
That's
exciting. And even though I kind of want to break out of the genre, soon, eventually, but the opportunity to do one more, as a biopic was very exciting for me, and the chance to do a story on the Warrens was
Oh, totally.
I gotta do it.
Well, we got some really exciting news. We were going to open in January, and it felt a little crowded. I think it's going to stand out great. It tested through the roof, so I'm told, and I believe it. They're moving it. They're going to do a summer release next year. They're going to put it in July. So
right in the thick of it.
Yeah. So I'm actually. We're going to be going up against. Big action popcorn movies, and I think it's going to do pretty well.
It's very exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you.